Bogota is a huge city, and unless you do this activity, you probably will not realize the extent of Colombia's capital city. In this video, we adventure to see more of Bogota, to see Montserrat, and see more of the best things to do in Bogota as a solo traveler. If you are new here, my name is Sarah, solo adventure traveler looking to find the best adventures, food, and cultural experiences over 5 weeks in Colombia. Make sure you subscribe to not miss anything. But for now, let's begin where we left off in Parque 93, Bogota. Good afternoon. I'm here in Parque 93, and I came here last night. We went to this BBC place. It was a brewing company, but they also had some food, and it was open late at night. So a group of us from a tour I met went there. But yeah, it's really pretty nice. Parque 93 is a beautiful place. It seems like there are a lot of nice things nearby, like the Google headquarters. The consulates are around here as well. It just is a nice place, very comfortable and safe to walk around. And yeah, now I'm just going to grab some coffee and then head off to Montserrat to check that out, and then maybe the Gold Museum because that's been recommended. But yeah, Parque 93 is just a nice area, calm area to stay when you're in Bogota. And if you want a safe place with a lot of great restaurants, then this is definitely the spot for you. I've been enjoying it so far. So just like anything, I found the safety in Bogota, everybody was warning me about oh, it's super sketchy. It's just wherever, you go, there's good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods. And I think as long as you stay aware and watch your surroundings and be careful with what you do, with your valuables, I think you're pretty good. And this is a nice area, so I feel really safe and comfortable walking around, especially during the daytime. Then I'll head to Candelaria to go grab the teleferico up to the top. But yeah, there's a lot of nice restaurants and cafes here. Another one right here to my right. This is where we're getting Alcazar Cafe. Good afternoon. I'm here at Azahar Cafe, and it is really nice in here. I just ordered a latte. I'm thinking of getting maybe some lunch here as well. But here is the latte, and we're located right in Parque 93. And yeah, this place is definitely a really cute cafe, and it's definitely more on the high-end upscale side of Bogota, especially for coffee shops that I've been to while in Colombia. But I really like this and how it looks, so I'm excited to test it out. And then I might also order some food here, because if I go up to the top of Montserrat and down, it might be a while, plus the Gold Museum. So let's see what we get here, and I'll let you know how it is. So just went to a Hazard Cafe, and then I met all these people from France.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
hey,
from France.
How are you?
And now we're heading to Montserrat in Bogota and taking the teleferico up to the top. And this is a really nice Uber. It's massive. So guys, we're here at Montserrat at the funicular, and you get these pass, and it costs 55,000 pesos, and that's about I think $11 or $12. And then you get to take the funicular all the way to the top instead of hiking probably the hour or so, which is a very steep hike. And not only that, you're basically climbing at above almost to 10,000 feet. So if you're not used to elevation, it definitely is better to buy this. And then you can always hike down on the way. But I met these people from France, and they let me join them. So now we're going up together. But hopefully the rain stops. Yesterday was sunny and everything, but you can't always control what you do. I had 2 walking tours yesterday, and now we're going to go up this funicular. Hopefully the rain will blow away and we'll have good views. And otherwise, just have a good time on top of this mountain in Montserrat. So just heading in now. Thank you. Up the stairs. Oh, there's the funicular. Right now we're in the funicular. It's pretty loud in here, but it's better than hiking up in the rain. So this is a good thing. Funicular takes you above 10,000 feet in elevation. So if I sound out of breath while I'm walking around here, you'll understand why. What? Alright, we just went through a tunnel. So cool. And it's actually so long. I did not realize this was going to be such a long journey up. But I'm glad I'm not hiking up right now because it's pouring rain. But this is definitely a cool experience. It's 55,000 feet. What? And now we are arrived to Montserrat, and it's raining. Here we are. Just time to head up to see what's here. I guess there's some restaurants, this castle. Let's see. So much water. Well, I didn't climb up. I know that if you come on a Sunday, you may run into many religious pilgrims that climb up the mountain on their knees and or blindfolded to profess their faith in the fallen Lord at the cathedral at the top. So, finally made it to the top. Looks like there's a restaurant over here, and then we have the church coming right over here. But definitely cool so far. Wow. Look at this view. Bogota is big and beautiful. So we're here at La Tienda Montserrat, where they have some snacks and coffee and lattes. And we're just getting some snacks. And fighting a language barrier. It's so amazing. There's also a nice restaurant over there, another church off in the distance, and you just see how freaking big this city is. So cool. Yes, we got so lucky. The sun finally stopped. I got some coffee and now just chilling. The French guys are just going exploring, and the views are just so awesome. The city is massive. It's over 10 million people, and I honestly didn't realize that until I got here, but it's such a cool experience to come up here to Montserrat. You can hike it, but I took the funicular up. Maybe we'll walk down depending on the weather, but otherwise it is a definitely must when you're in Bogota. This and also exploring the Candelaria area and taking the walking tour or food tour to be able to get more of a sense of the culture. But really, this is where it's at, hanging up here and with these views, having some coffee and a arepa or going to have some food at the restaurant. It's definitely worth it. And I just think that, yeah, it's definitely an experience you must have when you're in Bogota. And the funicular is the way to go if you don't want to like break a sweat. Just walking to see what this church looks like at the top of Montserrat. And so far we got lucky with the weather, clear views. Montserrat has been holy since before the Spanish invaded and built the cathedral in the 1620s. The Moisica people had sacred temples here and held the mountain to be sacred since the sun rises directly behind Montserrat on the summer solstice. So when it's, oh my gosh, it's about to like thunder and lightning, but I just wanted to come up here real quick. It seems like there's also shops and other things here on Montserrat other than the church and the restaurant. But yeah, there's like some touristy shops you can come to as well. But yeah, not really anything necessary, I think. But yeah, pretty cool. What is this? Sure, I'll try. And the rain's about to start, so we're running to get to the funicular. I'm feeling some raindrops. Uh-oh. To go back down, our pass brings us back, so we don't have to hike. But yes, this is the line. We beat the rain. Thank goodness. Woo. With the impending weather, I decided to take the funicular down to the Candelaria neighborhood to find some lunch and head to a museum. Alright guys, I'm here right now, and this is the Museum of Botero behind me. And there's also the Museum of Gold that people said that I should come visit. But right now we're going to La Porta Falsa, which is really close to the main church, the main square where the Senate building is and everything. I just need to get some food. And now we're just heading down to the main square to get some food, and then to the museum maybe after this, because it's a bit rainy, and who knows what after. Maybe just relax for the day. But look at this view coming up. Another thing is we're just passing the center right now. I guess it was donated or in conjunction with Mexico. They built the Center of Cultural Awareness, I guess. It's called the Centro Cultural Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Mexico and Colombia. So they were doing that in conjunction with one another. And it's a pretty cool building. It's all modern. But yeah, I'm really excited for some of this food. It's a famous restaurant that everybody comes to when they come to Colombia and to Bogota, so let's go check it out. So welcome to Porta Falsa, founded in 1816. Just gonna go in here to grab some food. Hola. Start at La Porta Falsa. It is so small in here, it's so cute though. But I got the famous dish that they have here. The ajiaco Santa Farina. I'm definitely saying that wrong, but I'll put it down here, and you can come here for yourself and try it. But it's a famous soup with 3 different types of potatoes and chicken, and it comes with rice, corn, avocado, milk, cream, and capers, and I got some water too. But I'm just gonna have this. It's a cool day, so it's a perfect day for some soup. So we have a soup game with chicken, there's potatoes, and there's a full corn on the cob. We have some avocado, rice, and capers. So this is definitely a filling meal. The meal and the soup and everything tasted actually amazing, so I'm very glad that I came here. It's on the pricier end, but I think it's just because it's in a tourist area and it's a place that everybody comes to. So it's 31,000 pesos for the famous soup, which is about, let me test my math, about $8, but it is massive and will fill you up for sure. But now I'm gonna head off. It seems like it's raining outside, and maybe go to the Gold Museum. Who knows? Let me check what's open and how much time I have, and energy as well, because that was a lot of food. So I just came to the Museo de Oro, the Gold Museum in other words. But yeah, it's actually pretty huge. There's 4 floors, and yeah, I bought the audio guide. It's an entrance fee of $4,000. The audio guide's $8,000 in English. And you put a $20,000 deposit, but you get it back when you return it. But so far, so good. So let's go explore. It's a perfect activity for a rainy day in Bogota. While there's also a Museum of Gold in Cartagena, I decided to see the one in Bogota because I heard there's a larger collection. I find this so cool. This shell right here, literally, like, it was gold leaf plated onto a shell that is now since deteriorated. But it was used as a horn or trumpet, and yeah, I think that's so cool how the museum basically goes into metallurgy and how it came to Colombia and the importance of it in South America and gold and the different metals from bronze, gold, and copper. So it's definitely an interesting take on how it affected history, politics, society, and everything. It's really cool. These were funerary masks, and they would be layered one on top of the other, on top of the people, and they were buried in a sarcophagus like this. Definitely interesting.
Gold leaves, gold strings.
So one thing I find really interesting is learning all about how they shaped a lot of these different objects in order to showcase like women and like the rebirth of them, or rebirth of life in them. So these are urns, and these urns are shaped like in the form of like females or whatnot, and it's just about how they could possibly give make it a womb, so it is like people or something reborn. That's interesting. It's shaped like, or the pregnant woman, as if they were wombs where life was reborn, and that's like where they would put the ashes. There were also people that used, like chieftains and shamans, used coca leaves as a way to gain better concentration, reach a different level of enlightenment, and they also stored it into things that looked and shaped like women, with a lot of gold and a lot of shiny stuff, which is pretty cool. But that's just some of the things you learn in this museum. You could spend probably hours here. I only have less than 2 hours, but it's definitely a good experience to learn about the way metal, like gold and silver and copper, all had a really important part, especially metallurgy, in the society of the ancient peoples of Colombia. And it even breaks it down by the different regions of Colombia, so you can see where these things came from on the map, which I found pretty cool. Alright guys, just checking out of the DoubleTree in Bogota and then heading to Terminal Norte to go catch a bus to San Gil. I'm trying to make it for the 10:30, or else I have to wait till 12. So let's see how this goes, and let's head out now. After an amazing time in the capital city of Colombia, I decided to head to another capital, the adventure capital of Colombia, in Santander, Colombia, in San Gil. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Also, be sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss next week's episode.